All right, hello, my name is Bill. I got my 20-inch McLane out here today. It's the one that started all my whole addiction with reel mowing. I had a request from Charles C. on how to replace the spring on the drive wheel mechanism. So let's take a look at that and see what it takes to get. Now the spring we're referring to is this one right here, and that's what holds tension down on the wheel, and also is what you fight when you raise it up. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to do a few things here. We're going to loosen this first, the center nut here. Same one we did when we adjusted the drive wheel. So just loosen that. It's also going to remove this linkage to our arm here. So there'll be one pin on the other side of this that will pull out, and this will remove, and we're going to loosen this right here. Let's start there. Okay, we got them both loose. See, this is rotating inside of this center mechanism, which means we're good and loose here. All right, now the first thing we want to do is we want to remove a little bit of tension on that center spring. Now, it's a little hard to do with one hand here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up this mower, and we're going to try to rotate this arm around one rotation so it's facing forward. Okay, that took a lot of the tension out of it. See, it's much looser now. Much looser. Now the next thing we need to do is slide this center arm out. Now the hardest part about this is you can get a little bit of corrosion sometime on this shaft between it and this. What we just want to do is just kind of grab this and wiggle and pull. You may even get a little hammer and we'll punch out the other side. So let's work on that for a second. Okay, so I used a little punch on the outside here, slid it in there, tapped it with my hammer lightly. If you have issues, you can always put a little bit of penetrating fluid in there, a little WD-40, whatever you need, get it to slide. But now we're pretty loose here. All right, we still got a little bit of bonding on that center. We just work it, pull it out. We're gonna keep going until that spring is loose. Got a little bit more. It is out. All right, now in my case this spring is perfectly fine. In your case, this is where you would use your new spring. All right, we're gonna put it in just like this. Okay, so let's go ahead, slide it in there. It's gonna hook on that one and it's gonna go underneath that one. All right, so hold like that, and I'm gonna put the phone down, but we're gonna slide that metal rod back through it. Got it slid back in. To take a little bit of encouragement, I had to tap it with the hammer a few times on this side to make sure it goes all the way flush. It should stick out, maybe an 1/8 inch or so on this side. All right. Now at this point, we want to retension the spring a little bit. So if you remember, we rotated it back to front. Now we want to rotate it back to the other way. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift with the mower, and we're going to just try to pull that back with our hand. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lightly lift up on the back of the mower. We're going to grab this bar and pull it back. Watch your fingers, a few pinch points there. Then we should be able to slide our arm back in. Get your pen, slide it back in here too. You have to rebend it out. And at that point, you are at the steps of adjusting the rear drive wheel, which we covered in our previous video. So I'll link to that in the description. But good to go, new spring installed, ready to rock. Thanks for watching.